The web is a great source for data, and more data is continually being added to the web. The trick is to find the data you need and then import it into Excel for analysis with pivot tables or other Excel tools. This video discusses how you might do this, but as I will indicate, the process can be very frustrating. The problem is that all websites are different. Some allow for easy data imports into Excel, and others make it nearly impossible. Starting in Excel 2007, there is a From Web button toward the left of the data ribbon. This allows you to run web queries. When you click this button, you see a mini browser where you can enter a URL address and then click Go to visit the site. I will paste an address from a currency rates website I found on my regular browser. The web query tool then looks for table tags in the HTML code of the web page, and it marks these with yellow arrows. When you click any of these yellow arrows, it changes to green, and the corresponding section of the web page is then importable. Presumably, the data you might need are placed in nicely formatted tables on the web page, so these yellow arrows should lead you to useful data. Unfortunately, table tags are often used in advertisements, headings, and other parts of the web pages that have nothing to do with datasets. In other words, the yellow arrows are often irrelevant for your purposes. Worse yet, the data you do need are often not surrounded by table tags, so the yellow arrows don't appear for such data. In my experience, this is becoming more common, not less common. Besides, annoying error messages often appear like the one you see here. I have no idea what causes them. In any case, I will try importing some currency rates. There appears to be only one real table at this site, a table of rates, so I will click its yellow arrow. Before I click the Import button, I will look at Options. These are fairly technical, but if you're familiar with HTML, they should make sense to you. Now I will click Import. You can decide where to place the results. Also, you might want to look at Properties. By the way, there is no option to import the data as a table or a pivot table. This is not surprising, given that the imported data will often not be in the format for a table or a pivot table. Here are the results. In this case, the results are listed nicely. In many web imports, however, there will be extraneous headings or other junk you will want to delete. Note from the Connections button on the data ribbon that there is a live connection. This is useful for data such as currency rates or stock prices, where the data are constantly changing. In this case, I can click the Refresh All button to obtain the most recent rates. Again, however, my recent experience is that it is fairly difficult to find tables of data with yellow arrows on websites. This means that Excel's web query tool can't be used to import the data you find. So what should you do instead? This depends entirely on the web page. If you're really lucky, there will be a button on the web page that says Import into Excel or some such thing. Alternatively, you can try selecting and copying the data and then pasting it into Excel. This might or might not work. Unfortunately, there are plenty of web pages out there where you will simply be out of luck.